G'day everyone, it's Temujin here from SL Colonies, and in today's tutorial video we'll be looking at the environmental damage system. It's this beautiful little box sitting right behind me, and let's explain basically what it does. It allows you to create environmental damage effects around your builds. So for example, if you wanted say this lava that is down here to cause me damage when I fall into it. Right now it's just it comes with a bit of a, that isn't the environmental damage system, but right now this lava creates an animation. But if you wanted it to actually hurt me, this system that we've got here will help with that. You can also create other systems like, let's say you want a blizzard effect when someone walks through a specific area of your build. You can create damage when over time when they walk in the area, whether they get damaged every few minutes or every second or whatever you like. You can set the amount of damage, the intervals, and so on. Or perhaps you have a trapdoor on your sim where someone falls through and they land on spikes that kill them instantly. You have full control and you're able to do what you like with this system. So let's show you. Basically, this box is completely modifiable when you get it. It is also completely copy. So you can make multiple copies on your sim to put as you need around. It is modifiable in the sense that you can stretch it. You can change the texture, obviously. You don't need a texture. You can set it to 100% transparency, which I'll show you in a moment. That's pretty much all there is to it. You can change the name, obviously. So when someone gets damaged, instead of seeing this down here, as I'll see environmental damage script, they'll see, lava, for example. Let's see how it works. Let's stretch this out and pretend this is a zone. I'll show you what the item does when you click on it. So let's left click on it and see what we get. Now this is what you get as an owner. You get the option to make this phantom or not phantom. So you basically turn on or off. Right now, by default, it is physical, so you can't walk through it. If you turn phantom on, it'll make it obviously phantom. So you can make it like a box that you walk into. If you set it transparent, no one will even know they're inside it to cause the environmental damage. So let's leave it with phantom on because I want to give you some examples. You can set the interval that people get damaged. So let's set this to, for example, 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, I want it to cause damage. And there are two types of damage here that you can set: elemental damage or physical damage. Physical damage is just straight physical damage, so it just takes your health away. Then there is elemental damage, which are these elements here. So basically, elemental damage, you have 9 different types of elemental damage you can cause to a player, including unholy, acid, arcane, bleeding, electric, holy, fire, ice, and poison. Each of these have a special effect that display on the avatar as they're getting damaged. Physical damage, on the other hand, does not. So that works well for spikes and traps and things like that. You can also add both. So for example, spikes, you might add bleeding as well as the physical damage. So they get this bleeding animation effect on their avatar. I'll run through each one and show you what they look like. And we'll see how you can set this up. So firstly, let's set this up to transparent so that you can see what it would look like to a player. They wouldn't see it at all. So let's go left click that. Let's choose a type of element to start with and say unholy. Let's say they're in an area on your sim where they get unholy damage. We've already set the interval to 5. Let's set an elemental damage to 1. So you can set it to anything you like. If you want insta-death, you can. But obviously I don't want to die making this video. I'll leave the physical damage to 0 for the purpose of this video because there's no effect to it. So let's see what unholy damage looks like. So phantom means it's while I'm walking around in here. So you see I'm getting this and you see this black unholy sort of effect happening around my avatar. It's a bit hard to see in this lighting. Might be able to, here you go. Right, so I'm getting hurt over time. If I were to set this not to be phantom, basically the same thing happens. Phantom off, except that you get you get hurt as you hit it. So here I'm getting hurt as I touch it. See my, there's a thing around me and I'm getting damage here every 5 seconds. Let's turn Phantom back on. Let's try the next damage and show you what that looks like. Acid. I've set it to every 5 seconds. Here we go. There's an acid effect happening on my avatar as I walk into the environment. So it's great if you want to set, like I said, Blizzard, or let's say you have a swampland and every 30 seconds or every minute you get a bit of damage. So you know that you need to, heal up or get out of the area soon. Look at the next one. Arcane. Some of the effects might have changed by the time you see the video in the future, but at this stage, this is what they look like. This is arcane damage. Bleeding. Now, let's say elements, right? We've got bleeding and we've got poison, which are related to the HUD. We've got the bleed stats. We've got bleeding, blood, and we have sick. We will eventually set this so that the bleeding effect and the poison does affect your meter as well, the actual secondary stats here. But currently, you just get the bleeding effect and you lose some health. But it'd be good, we will add it so that you do actually get a permanent blood loss that you will have to treat to heal yourself. So if you get stabbed by some, arrow traps and spike traps, you will have to find a potion or a healer that can heal, that can fix this blood, or a physician that can fix this blood sickness, or bleeding effect. Same thing with poison. You'll have to find something to cure your poison. Let's have a look at electric. I'll hide this. It's the electric effect. Let's have a look at holy. Looks almost like the electric effect. And let's have a look at fire. In fire, I'll give an example down here. So I'll do it, well, we can do it in here, so you know what it would look like. The fire does burn. When you walk away, it might still get you a few times, depending on how you've set the intervals. We have ice, so it'd be good for a blizzard, getting frozen. It's a pretty serious effect. And finally, we have poison. Now, that's another one that we want to link with our sickness stat in the HUD itself. By the time you watch this video, it might already be done, but we will see. That's a poison stat. Some green effect on you. Cool for swamplands, poisonous areas, So let's make this no longer invisible and let's see how it would work realistically on a sim like this, for example, where there's lava. So you would bring your box, more than likely set it to Phantom in this case. But yeah, you just literally stretch the box across your lava as you wish, like so. And so it covers the whole. You can go 65 by 65 meters. It's go quite large currently. So let's set the transparency to 100% so you can't actually see it. Let's set this to fire. Fire. Let's do some more serious damage. Let's say 15. I'm going to heal myself so I don't die. Interval every 2 seconds. And I'm going to give myself some potion. Heal up there. All right, so let's have a look. I know this land here has a special bridge, but it's not working currently. Huh. Looks like I'm gonna fall, and whoop, I'm on fire here, and I'm losing health quite fast. So you see how quick I died there with the amount of energy I set and the interval I had set. So I'm dying more than probably twice in a row. You have to wait till it finishes before you can heal yourself. So while setting this up, I highly recommend that you are in OOC mode. Once it's done killing me, it will set me to 0. I would highly recommend you are in out of character mode and play around with the intervals and the damage amounts to what you are comfortable with. This one, the setting I had set did not give me really much opportunity to get out of here. So let's click this interval, 5 seconds, and let's do an unlimited damage of 10, right? Let's say I'm doing this puzzle here and I fall through. There we go. I've got a bit more time to get out of here. So play around with it and you see how it will still damage me a few times while I'm out. Which may kill someone, for example. Right, so that's pretty much it with this system. If you have any questions, jump on our Discord or forums, and as usual, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave your comments. And hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time.